What's up guys, Lewis here from Indie Credible, and as always I'm back to bring you another week of what indie games are releasing on your consoles. Up first we have Dead Secret. Dead Secret released on PC back in 2015 with a VR version coming in 2016, and now that VR version is making its way to PSVR. Taking place in 1965 in a rural Kansas setting, you play as detective investigating the death of Harris Bullard. It doesn't take long to realise that Harris was murdered, but by investigating his house, not only will you become obsessed to find out who killed him, but also why. With its dark atmospheric setting and sprinkling of horror elements, Dead Secret looks a great PSVR addition when it releases on PSVR on the 24th of April. The Swords of Ditto is a game that we've been very excited to play for a while now. This action RPG adventure game takes place in a story-driven fantasy land. The key to this land is that every death adds to its lore. The main story of the Swords of Ditto is to defeat the evil Moto, but this narrative merely adds as a platform for you to create your own lore-rich world. This works for the adventurers that use player story, as the quests they complete, people they talk to, and creatures that they slay will all add to the world when they die. So when you start a new game in this roguelike adventure, the shenanigans of your previous adventurer will be steeped rich in folklore. It's the ever-growing storytelling of the Swords of Ditto and the nostalgic action RPG gameplay that's got us excited to play the game, and you can pick up a copy of it when it releases on PS4 on the 24th of April. Emily Wants to Play 2 is the sequel to the much-loved survival horror game Emily Wants to Play. The story here unfolds around a rather unfortunate delivery guy who, after making a delivery to an evidence facility, has found himself locked away with 3 not-so-friendly dolls. This is not a story of heroes. Our delivery guy has absolutely no intention of stopping the evil dolls from building an army. Instead, he just wants to find a way out, but of course, he'll need to make sure he does that undetected. Emily Wants to Play 2 is releasing on PS4 on the 24th of April. Runbow is a fast and frantic platformer that friends can enjoy together for up to 9 player matches, both online and locally. Racing through the levels, you'll continuously see vivid backgrounds change, and with each new swipe comes a new set of obstacles. To come out on top, you'll need to keep on your toes and be the first to react to the ever-changing environments. Despite Runbow's clear multiplayer routes, the game also offers an impressive 140 single-player levels, all designed with solo players in mind. Runbow is releasing on PS4 and Nintendo Switch on the 24th of April. Subaeria is an action puzzle game that looks to bring a unique approach with the game's combat. You play as Styx, a young girl set out to seek revenge for her parents' death. The difference here is that Styx won't actually be directly involved in the combat. Instead, she'll need to manipulate the murderous robots into killing each other. This is where the puzzle element of the game comes in, as each level of the underwater city requires new strategic approach. Subaeria is releasing on PS4 and Xbox One on the 24th of April.
a crawling chaos that must be destroyed. The task ahead is terrible.
Darkest Dungeon is a tough-as-nails RPG that's been making its way to consoles throughout the past year. The Ancestral edition of the game is effectively a bundle containing the base game, both the Crimson Core and Shieldbreaker DLC, and the game's excellently atmospheric soundtrack. If you're yet to play Darkest Dungeon, then this bundle may be the perfect one for you, especially if you like party management heavy RPGs. But be warned, Darkest Dungeon's difficulty is not for the faint-hearted. Darkest Dungeon Ancestral Edition is releasing on PS4 and Nintendo Switch on the 24th of April.
The Darkest Dungeon.
I have my suspicions, and I will catch this killer.
I'm Thomas Edison. When your name is up in lights, those are my lights.
The Invisible Hours is a dark, complex murder mystery game around the death of Nikola Tesla. Tesla has invited a group of people to his isolated mansion to provide the opportunity for them to redeem themselves after previous wrongdoings. But when the final guest arrives, they find Tesla dead. Not only dead, but he's been murdered. You'll need to investigate the murder by talking to each of the eccentric guests and uncovering the truth behind the continuously spun web of lies. The Invisible Hours is releasing on Xbox One on the 24th of April. SnoMoto Racing Freedom takes all the adrenaline-fueled fun of arcade racing and puts it into snowmobile racing. Races take place across snow-cross tracks and stunning open winter environments, both of which offer high-speed racing and aerial trick combos. The single-player campaign spans across 18 championships, and as you'd expect, both local and multiplayer races are on offer. And for the competitive fans of snowmobile racing, you can jump on to the ranked competitive online races. SnoMoto Racing Freedom is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 24th of April. Death Road to Canada is a 2D pixel adventure game that's built entirely around replayability. Main gameplay plays out in a road trip fashion, where you'll need to navigate a group of jerks from one location to another, all in the aim to recruit new friends, save animals, and of course kill zombies. Everything in the game is completely randomly generated, including the story, which is different every time you start a new game. To take things even further, Death Road to Canada allows you to create as many customised characters as you want, even allowing them to become in-game NPCs. Death Road to Canada is releasing on PS4, Xbox One and Nintendo Switch on the 25th of April. Runestone Keeper is a classic dungeon crawler inspired game that features strategic turn-based combat. Setting off on an adventure will see you coming up against a variety of monsters. Defeating them will reward you with what we all love, loot. All loot comes with specific prefixes, all of which will help you build an adventurer to suit your playing style. Runestone Keeper is releasing on Xbox One on the 25th of April. Where Are My Friends is a colourful adventure game that mixes its gameplay with up to 4 contrasting genres. Playing as an eye on a wheel called We-Eye, you'll need to search your soon doomed planet in search for your friends. As you search for your friends, you'll play through a runner, a Metroidvania, a puzzle platformer and a point and click adventure game. Where Are My Friends is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 25th of April. Spacejacked throws you into the shoes of lonely spacecraft technician Dave, who has been given one job: don't let the alien scum overrun the spaceship. Spacejacked combines platform shooting with arcade tower defense to bring relentless action your way. You will need to defend the ground, walls and ceiling, as these aliens can literally climb, run and crawl just about anywhere. Spacejacked is coming to PS4 on the 26th of April.
I need the keys to the Maserati.
Late Shift is an FMV game that throws you into the shoes of mathematics student Matt, who has been forced into having a hand in a robbery of a lucrative London auction house. The tense, high-stakes drama plays out in well-acted live-action scenes, many of which prompt you with important choices. But be careful on what actions you choose, as with 7 different endings, every decision may bring about some severe consequences. Late Shift is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 26th of April.
It should belong to no one. No! We've all had a very long night. If you don't come to your senses, I can assure you that yours will become even longer.
A long time has passed since I've been home.
Goetia is a point-and-click adventure game set in the ruins of a Victorian village. Abigail Blackwood died 40 years ago, but now for some peculiar reason her spirit has been lifted from the grave. As you move Abigail's spirit through the 100 rooms of Blackwood Manor, you'll learn haunting secrets about her family's past, which may lead Abigail to a more harrowing conclusion. Could her family be responsible for the downfall of the entire village? Goetia is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 26th of April.
My name is Abigail Blackwood, and I died 41 years ago.
It seems to react to the boy's presence. The boy should be cautious.
Since turning everyone's head at PAX last year, indie game Lightful has been building up a lot of anticipation on the indie gaming scene. The game plays out in the forgotten world of Noombra, a land where night is eternal. As the player, you control what is known as a Shadow Core, a contrasting small figure who has the ability to spawn light boxes anywhere throughout the world. The ability to spawn these light boxes not only creates a unique traversal through the stunning backdrops, but also acts as a key mechanic in the host of different environmental puzzles Lightful challenges you with. The continuously panning camera looks to bring a real sense of scale to the fantasy world of Lightful. It's for that very reason, along with the interesting world that the game looks to offer, well, we're excited to play the game when it comes to Nintendo Switch on the 26th of April. Agatha Knife is a wonderfully weird point-and-click adventure game. 7-year-old Agatha has 2 main loves in life: animals and eating meat. What's even worse is the fact that Agatha's mum is a butcher, and it's her mum's waiting in line livestock that Agatha often befriends. This dark humour adventure game puts a quirky spin on key moral decisions and delivers its gameplay through a charming handcrafted world. Agatha Knife is coming to Xbox One and Nintendo Switch on the 27th of April. Drago Dino is a rather adorable 2D platformer that sees you on a quest to help Drago Dino Bob retrieve his lost egg that's now been stuck atop a tree. Making your way through the 10 levels, you'll be challenged by a variety of enemies and bosses, but with various power-ups to collect along the way, you should make pretty light work of both of them. Drago Dino is coming to Xbox One and Nintendo Switch on the 27th of April.
Þóra, bardagamaðurinn sem dó smánardauða. Þér hefur verið veitt tækifæri til að breyta örlögum þínum.
Jotun is an action-adventure game that originally released 2 years ago, but now this stunning trial of the gods is coming to a Nintendo Switch. You play as Thora, a Viking warrior who died an inglorious death and is now forced to prove herself to the gods, as without their approval, she won't be allowed to enter Valhalla. As you venture through rich Norse mythology, you will need to take down Jotun, giant Norse elementals, to prove your worth and secure your glorious death, allowing you to enter Valhalla. Jotun is releasing on Nintendo Switch on the 27th of April.
Þóra, auvirðulegi bardagamaður, ekki mistakast að ávinna þér heitli goðanna.
Save the Ninja Clan is a casual platformer that offers two styles of play. The first is your classic story mode. Your ninja friends have been kidnapped by an evil ninja. Your task, find the evil ninja and save your friends. Alternatively, if you prefer more of an exploration approach to your games, then why not search each level high and low for game-breaking bugs. Finding enough of these bugs will wind up the watching game manager enough that he'll send you on to the next level. Save the Ninja Clan is coming to Nintendo Switch on the 27th of April. The Deep Ones is a peculiar action-adventure game that sees you taking on a host of aquatic creatures below the ocean's waves. The game's visuals offer a throwback to the ZX Spectrum and offer a quest that sees you playing as a diver who has seen his submarine fall victim to the infamous red octopus. Making your way through the retro subaquatic worlds to the soothing soundtrack, you'll need to solve various platform puzzles and defeat a variety of downright evil-looking bosses, all in the aim to put an end to the red octopus for good. Deep Ones is releasing on Nintendo Switch on the 27th of April. Well, that wraps up all the indie games coming to your consoles this week. To keep up to date with more indie game content and maybe see what indie games we played recently at the EGX Rezzed event in London, why not check out our EGX Rezzed previews? And for all things indie games, make sure you subscribe and check out indie-credible.com.